Hey guys, Nathan Masters here with Brick System Brothers. We have a brand new announcement from Lego.com for their Nintendo line. Everything this far has been part of the Super Mario Adventure series, where it's just kind of this Blocky Mario figure jumping along a path. Kind of cool, but not really for me. Today's announcement, however, is something completely different. It is a 18 plus set, so we have our really nice black box design with this kind of refined look. And yeah, this just appears to be something of a collectible item that harkens back to the original days of the Nintendo NES console. The Nintendo Entertainment System is just the name, that's just what it's called. So, kind of like a desktop display and build and display here. We have some really interesting functionality in the TV itself, and then the console is really striving to get an accurate representation of the original design. So, this has just gone live on the Lego.com website where it says it's coming soon August 1st. Guessing this will be available online pretty much exclusively for a while. If we ever get back into our Lego stores all over the world, those are starting to open up again as well, so I would say it's probably going to be there. Over on Brickset, they've got a nice little write-up with the press release and announcement here about the reveal, some of the images as well interspersed throughout, and some comments down at the bottom to read through. They've also linked to a video about the product, and I think someone in the comments dropped a link to the designer video. So go watch those for sure, but let's look at some of these images here. And actually, I'm going to go to the set page. 71374 is the set number here, and we've got 31 images for the set. So kind of all around, we've got a pretty good idea of what this thing's going to look like. This is actually one of my favorite aspects of the design. The detail that's included here for the back of the TV. One of our old cathode ray tube monitor designs where the back is just so bulky really harkens back to the original days of getting things going on those old screens. So it's pretty cool. Lego's been able to do all this detail work and just pay attention to these things. The base is actually built upside down, so these are corner slopes. I think this is like the light nugget color. The TV itself has a lot of these reddish brown, so our new 6x6 tile piece in reddish brown included here. And then, like I mentioned, on the inside, there's this kind of roll that wraps around, and there's a crank so that you're actually able to kind of turn this as it goes. So this view here shows a lot of the internal structure is actually really colorful. I think that's to help aid the building process where you're able to actually see the different colors of pieces as you're putting them together and distinguish, especially with our gears here, just to have a red and a light gray so that you know which one goes where. Could be helpful, something that Lego has been doing more of in recent years. With the console itself, there's actually like the gaming cartridges are designed here. Of course, these aren't the actual gaming cartridges with memory and storage and pins, but it's designed to look like those, and you can actually load them into the console, and it has all these. It's just designed to be reminding of the original. So the screen itself is this kind of like treadmill kind of style system where it's built on these treads, and then it seems to alternate in either groups of 3 studs wide to 1, or maybe they're all, no, because these have 2. I think it goes 2 studs 1, 2 studs 1, 2 1 2 1. So our track spacing has to account for that somehow. And what you get in the end is this thing that kind of wraps around like a vertical treadmill. So as you turn that crank on the side, I'll actually show the clip here from the designer video where that is just, you're turning the crank and it's moving that screen behind, so that the effect is like the game, where the game world is actually moving behind the character and the character is stationary relative to the screen. So a really cool effect that we're able to replicate that here. One of our new pieces for that is actually this Mario pin. So kind of basing the sizing off of the pictures we have, it looks like it'll be about 4 studs high. The connection point on the back, some kind of anti-stud or a bar perhaps. And then, like the back of the TV, we actually have a lot of details included on the front as well, with our channel knob, volume, brightness, all these cool little details included here. Even on the left, some kind of speaker, 40-piece speaker, 4x10. I think these are just 1x1 plates inverted here on the side, and then up on that stand like I mentioned as well. So what a great little set. Well, it's not exactly little. It's going to be $200, and it's over 2,500 pieces. So again, the 18 plus line being more for the adult collector, so definitely more of a target audience here at people with more of an income that are going to have a little money to throw at this kind of thing. So like we've seen with the crocodile, actually a crocodile locomotive, not too bad for price. It's only $100. But a better example would be our Lego art line that was just announced a couple weeks ago, where those are just these frames of 1x1 plates and tiles that make really good looking art, but it's $200 a piece. So more of a higher end collectible item here from Lego. Again, all of this being part of their push into the target audience of adults and adult collectors. As we know, collectively AFOLs, adult fans of Lego. Lego's really been getting more into that side of the market, especially within this past year. So something like buying Bricklink is closely related to that. Other things like that is what we're seeing here. So yeah, first impression here is a really cool collectible. Personally, it's not for me. I didn't grow up playing Mario. We had other games, and Josh and I actually played a lot more with physical Lego bricks than any video game or anything like that. So I do think it's a cool set. Especially intrigued by the idea of that moving screen behind Mario in there. Really cool to see that in an official set. I think I have seen that done before in fan designs, but for Lego to get that refined to the point where they're going to be putting this in a $200 set and putting it on the market is really good. And the exciting possibility we have now is this TV is actually pretty plain. If you were able to insert a different treadmill background, you would be able to generate other scenes. You could have the same crank mechanism operating a different background or a different display in there. One final note of functionality that's included here is our Blocky Mario guy from the previous line that I mentioned is actually able to interface with this design, and the sound effects of the original game can get ported through the Blocky Mario guy. I think there's a speaker in here and his eyes light up and move around. So there's some kind of digital interface in the top of the TV that you're able to put Mario, and it recognizes the system in here. So then as you're turning this crank and moving the screen through, the actual sound effects from the game and the music will be played through the Mario fig on the top. So pretty cool that they're kind of making everything compatible here, tying that into their other line that is targeted at the younger audience. So we've actually seen something for the adults now in the Mario Nintendo sub-theme, and that bigger Mario figure coming from the sets targeted at kids. So expanding the range here could be an indication that we're getting more from this line. A lot of people saying now that Lego's done this with Nintendo and Mario, they want to see something with Legend of Zelda, so another very popular game. Fingers crossed for that. I think it'd be cool to see that collab as well, but you just don't know with Lego. I think if you had asked someone about Lego Mario sets a couple years ago, they would have said no way, like why would that happen? And now we have some really cool Lego Mario sets coming out, so who knows? Keep your eyes open for that. But yeah, just wanted to get in early on this announcement for you guys. 71374, the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a pretty sweet looking Lego set with this TV, and true to form to our original NES Nintendo Entertainment System. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you around the channel.